Hey there, this is Stacy Phillips, and it's Wednesday, June 25th, 2014. Today I wanted to follow up from yesterday's video. Yesterday I talked about things that I will not miss about being class 4 super obese. As you know, if you've been following any of my videos, I used to weigh 272 pounds, and I was clinically classified as a class 4 super obese woman. Since achieving optimal health, since bringing optimal health into my life and even moving into ultra health as the weeks and months go by, I wanted to talk about what awesome things I've brought into my life as a result of becoming optimally healthy. And for me, it really is kind of an exercise on gratitude. That's backwards for you, I think, but gratitude. This is my gratitude journal, and I try and write a little bit in it every week about what I'm grateful for. But some of the things that I wanted to talk about today about this hugely, for me, it's been a hugely hope-filled, inspiring process where I've really gotten to meet myself, to really find out who I am, what's important to me. Because one of the biggest things that being overweight does for us is it hogs all of our dream energy. Do you ever notice that? When we're overweight or obese, if a genie came down from the sky and granted us one wish, that wish would always be to lose weight, right? It's like the one thing that he had eluded us our whole lives that we'd not been able to accomplish that we wanted to do. Well, in the midst of wishing for that and hoping for that and dreaming for that, I never got to really dream about other things that I wanted to do with my life. And it was just, being overweight, just the thought of losing weight was a dream hog. And once that got out of the way, once I could check that little box off and say, handled, or if not handled, handling, and put that at, be at peace with the process of attaining that dream, oh my gosh, it was like opening up like this big vacuum that was just sucking in all these other dreams, and everything just started, it's almost so much, it's almost overwhelming. It's my little list. It was almost overwhelming, just the changes and the dreams that started forming once I had my health under control. So let me just say that first. If you are starting this process of becoming optimally healthy, like, look out. I mean, you're gonna find out who you are, what you love to do, what your interests are, because all those things have been neglected. If you're anything like me, they've been neglected all these years because you've always wanted your one wish to be to lose weight. So strap in. If you're just starting this process, start dreaming, because you're going to have room for those dreams now in your heart and your brain. So things that have come into my life as a result of being optimally healthy. Well, the first and foremost, I think, is that my son looks up to me, and he's 9 years old. And I already knew stuff about nutrition. I have a degree in human nutrition and whatnot, but I had never been able to apply it to myself. And truly, I even felt kind of bad talking to people or even talking to him about nutrition because I wasn't living it. So he respects me now, and my family respects me now as far as kind of walking my talk and being authentic and really having something valuable to contribute to their health. And he wants to be like me. I mean, and my husband, too. It's so cute. He wants to be a health coach when he grows up. And so I thought that was, wow, that's big for me. So I've really become the person that I wanted to be. Let's see. My husband's proud of me, modeling health for my son. I've become the person I wanted to be. Yeah, one of my biggest inspirations was my friend Brenda. And she told me, it's never too late to become the person we might have been. So for a long time, while I was in this process, I was becoming the person that I might have been. And I really feel like I am her now. I am who I want to be. And I just, there's always room for growth, and I'm not perfect, and I've always got, improvements I want to make in my emotional intelligence and just in my life, and, I've still got a little bit of I'm not going to tell you on my faults, because that's not what this is about. So anyway, dream hog of losing weight. The confidence I have now is vastly different than the confidence that I had before. when I was overweight or obese, I really didn't expect much of myself, and really thought I had adopted my own first impression of myself, I guess. And I don't even know how to describe that, but it all comes with the whole dream hog thing. Also, the confidence in how I carry myself is much, much different. I have no more pain and regret about how I'm living my life, or how I'm conducting myself, or the first impressions that I make on people. I feel authentically me now. I really feel like this fit and healthy woman was inside for so long, just wanting to get out, and I lacked the tools, and I lacked the path to allow her to emerge. And when I found that tool, and I found that path, and I got myself a health coach, and I got on the path to optimal health through Take Shape for Life, let me tell you what, I became, my outside started to match my insides. And that, for me, living in authenticity and living at peace with who I knew I could be and who I am, just very much is exciting for me, if you can't tell. So this is kind of a small subtext, but people look at my shopping cart now because they want to see what the fit and healthy woman is eating. Not because they're judging me because I weigh 272 pounds. I used to be afraid, as I might have talked about yesterday, that might have been on the first cut, but I used to be afraid of the judgmental, looks. People would look at my shopping cart, and I automatically assumed that they were thinking, oh, of course, see, she's got chips in there. The big girl's getting chips, of course. What does she expect? Like, I had all these judgments, which I'm sure that, maybe they weren't even thinking that. I was thinking that, and I was, heaping those recriminations on myself and all that negative self chatter. But now, literally, I do see people looking at my cart, and I don't fear that they're judging me. What I hope is that they're looking at my cart and kind of making the associations in their head. Oh, of course she has that in her cart. She's fit and healthy. That's what fit and healthy people eat. Yeah, I do have a lot of lean protein. I have a lot of low-fat or non-fat dairy. I've got a lot of vegetables, some fruits, and that's pretty much it. I don't buy crackers. I don't buy chips. I don't buy, ready-made popcorn. I don't buy candy. I don't buy soda. I don't buy, fruit juices. I don't buy stuff with high fructose corn syrup. I mean, there's so many things I don't buy now because I don't want to buy them. They're not my food. And so my shopping cart matches who I am, I guess, and who I want to be. So that's one of the things that I've brought into my life, is not thinking that people are always, judging me in a bad way or a negative way with what's in my cart. Peace. I think the biggest thing about this whole process has been bringing peace into my life. As regards my eating and my fitness. There was always that conflict going on before, the fighting with ourselves about what we should or shouldn't do or have or shouldn't have, and the whole notion even that I completely abandoned, the whole notion that that cheating on our diet makes us a bad person. Eating good on our diet makes us a good person. I used to think that, and hence I was always, getting down on myself and beating myself up. Guess what? Eating is not a moral decision. Eating is amoral. Eating a certain thing doesn't make you good. Eating a certain thing doesn't make you bad. They're all choices. They're all tools. They're all choices that either move me toward my health goals or move me away from them. And so, I don't cheat because I don't look at my program as a diet. It's just the way I eat to attain and maintain my health goals. Simple as that. On days that I don't consume things that will help me along the path to where I want to go, it's a little back step, but I'm not a bad person, and I'm not a horrible person, and I haven't abandoned my health goals. As long as I stay oriented to my health goals and get right back on that path moving forward, if I make enough choices in the direction I don't want to go, that's going to become my habit. Making those unhealthy choices will become my habit, and my insides and outsides will begin to reflect my habit. But I'm not in a habit of making unhealthy choices. I'm in a habit of making healthy choices. And it's what our habit is, which is what we do, not what we think. A habit is what we do. So it's how we act. And sometimes, every once in a while I have a craving or temptation for something, and I'm acting to say I don't want it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm like acting. I'm playing it. I'm playing a part. I'm role playing a character, and my character is a woman who is dedicated to achieving and maintaining optimal health. And that gets me through that small temptation, and because I am her. So anyway, those are just some things, just freedom, peace, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of I guess pride in a way of testing my limits and deciding who I wanted to be, and then doing the things daily that I needed to do to become that person. So those are the great things I brought into my life, and the best thing of all is my Tiffany charm bracelet. I just had to show this to you. This is my sort of my story bracelet. I got the bracelet itself when I dropped below 200 pounds. So that was already a loss of about 73 pounds by that point. And then I bought a charm for every 10 pounds that I lost. There's my little scooter. There's a little scooter there. Mine's pink. My actual one is pink. Here's a butterfly. Here's my butterfly. And here's a little initial, J, for my son Julian. And there's the charm that came with the bracelet. I still counted it. This is one of the 10-pounders though. So there's my D for my husband David. There's my double espresso cup, because that's my drink of choice when I go to Starbucks or the coffee shop or Sozo or any place, the Blue Bottle, any awesome coffee shop. I'll just ask for a double espresso. That saves me the risk of having to choose other things that aren't as healthy. And my little apple. Here's my apple. Here's my little paint palette with a paintbrush on it. And then last but not least, my Eiffel Tower for completing the Paris Marathon in April. So that's my charm bracelet. So yes, I do like shiny things still, and that is an awesome thing that I brought into my life as a result of becoming optimally healthy. So have a great rest of your day, and you know what? Go live your dreams. First dream it, then achieve it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.